band. Alex was telling you about some other songs that we've got that are brand new. Bob mentioned that we had one that was 2 weeks old, and James hasn't heard it yet. So this is a brand new one. I hope you like it.
This is one, if you have one of those apps on your phone that's like a little lighter, you know, like the old school stuff. Woo, you want to get it out, swing it around, it's fine.
Turn up the brightness though.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. This song is called "Never Be the Same," and it was really inspired by Janis Joplin. Believe it or not. Anybody familiar with who Janis Joplin is? My wife and I watched this documentary on her, and she was, she didn't have a good childhood, if you're familiar with her story at all. And she left her hometown and swore never to go back because she just didn't want to be part of that anymore, be a part of being bullied and picked on. And so she left, and she went to California, and she became a very famous singer, had tons of money and the whole lifestyle, right? Or so she thought. And she went back to her hometown for her 10th high school reunion. Going back as Janis Joplin, right? The famous singer, the conqueror, whatever. And she got back into that school and turned back into Janis Joplin, the little picked on, bullied girl. And you could see it in her eyes. I mean, she was not what she was projecting. I mean, she was that scared little girl, and you could see that in her, just that desperation of wanting to be different, of wanting to have something better in her life, something that she could really hope for. And maybe she knew what it was, but she just couldn't get a hold of it. And that's where we come in as people who have Christ in our hearts and have a better hope. And we come to share that hope, and maybe people don't get it right away when you share it with them. Maybe they look at you like, you're a little deer in the headlights. But, the Lord has a purpose for you sharing the gospel, whether you see it or not. And so really this is a challenge to just share the gospel with people, because you never know. You never know. The song's called "Never Be the Same." me from myself. And you say His name is beautiful and wonderful, and His love will never fail. And you say that I will never be the same, that I will never be the same. You say that I will never be the same, that I will never be the same. Well, that sounds good to me.